I mean, you know, that Bacuna deal, that just looked dodgy as fuck, didn't it?
What did?
The Bacuna, his deal that he's on, the 4.5-year contract, that just...
oh, that was silly, wasn't it?
I mean, I think his agent was Warnock's son, you know.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, that one, was it?
Yeah, and he was just lying in his son's pockets to get that lengthy
I think he was lying in both their pockets. It's not fair just to blame his son.
But there's so many things Warnock got away with that Malky wouldn't have done, and that's the thing.
Yeah, Malky was.
I was saying last week, Norris, that the reason that Tan didn't like Malky was that Tan thought he should have got all the adulation, and Malky got it for the promotion, and Tan thought that should have been him, and that is purely the reason that Tan and Malky and Tan wanted him out. He thought that he should have had all the adulation instead of Malky.
Yeah, I remember.
I did. I loved him. I thought he was class.
Yeah, Malky,
best manager I think we've had in the last 10 years, including Dave Jones, 100%.
Yeah, didn't Warnock, didn't he spend like the same amount of money as in the end as Malky did?
Malky spent less, easily.
Less. I'm saying, and Warnock pretty much didn't have the hand in investigate into any of his dodgy.
You can't compare though, can you? Because every year the value of players just doubles, quadruples.
Yeah,
so
right. Yeah.
£20 million now is nothing, but £20 million 10 years ago was a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and they were saying, they were saying that we were paying over the odds for Sala as well. God rest his soul. You know,
what was that? Was that 13 million, 12 million, something was it? I can't remember.
15 mil, 15 mil, wasn't it?
15 was it? 15.
But
we'll never know, will we? If he'd scored 20 goals and or 10 goals and kept us in the Premier League, it would be worth every penny, wouldn't it? So it's impossible to say.
Yeah.
Steve?
Yeah?
Do you know, have you got an update on the Sala's court case? Do you know anything?
It's still back and forth with UEFA at the moment. Yeah, it's back and forth with UEFA. I think the club will end up battling UEFA as a separate issue altogether. Nantes have gone really quiet on it because I think City's big lawyers have targeted Nantes on the way that they treat the player. They're sort of it seems strange to me. I mean, the club, rightly or wrongly, the club at the end of the day, he was our player. They showed us signing him. As far as I'm concerned, he was always our player, regardless of what they say. And they arranged a commercial flight for him back from Nantes back to Cardiff. And they should have put their foot down and said to him, you were our player, you fucking signed on the dotted line, get on that fucking plane. But they decided to relent and let him, come back on his dodgy flight. And so they
we should have been more, because we offered him to go to Newcastle, didn't we? To go to the Newcastle game.
He went to Newcastle, didn't he? And then he flew back to Nantes.
Oh, I thought he turned down.
I think he attended a Newcastle match and then he flew back.
No, he signed.
He turned that down.
He signed on the dot.
He signed
after that game.
Newcastle.
He signed on that day, didn't he? He was at the stadium.
We lost 2-0.
That's right. Yeah, he signed the day. But the fact is, they booked him on a commercial flight back, he said, "No, I'll come back on that dodgy plane." And I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. I know. Obviously, the club think they got a case, but I think he was our. If he signed on a dotted line, he was our player, as far as I'm concerned. But
how that agent Mackay is still like free, I do not know. He should be thrown in fucking jail. He's honest. He must be one of the most fucking dodgiest people in the fucking game.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit going on around that, which is why, I mean, if it was so clear cut, if he was our player, we signed, then why are Nantes dragging their feet so much over this case? Because that's I think
it's something to do, Gareth. That the actual, although we showed him a sign-in, I think now the club is saying that the registration from the French FA through to the Premier League came after he passed away. And so that registration was a few days later. So the club are now using that to say, well, actually, he wasn't our player. And apparently, his contract was in breach with the Premier League. The Premier League hadn't accepted his contract because we were playing it. Like they have a sign-on fee.
Yeah.
We'd agreed to pay a sign-on fee up front, all of it. but it's not. That's not. You can't do that in Premier League rules. You have. It saves. Say you get a. For example, it's a £3 million signing on fee, and it's a 3-year contract. Then each season you get £1 million. And so the Premier League had actually rejected his contract. And that's another road that the club have gone down to say that, well, that's another reason he wasn't our player, because they rejected the contract.
One of those things that goes on all the time.
From the outside, though, it just makes us look bad, though, doesn't it? People just.
Oh, what does it?
Well, everyone says we should just pay up.
Pay the money, but they don't have that.
Even our own fans.
The thing is, though, what other club? If this happened to this is a freak, isn't it? This is a freak accident.
Yeah, only at Cardiff City, innit?
What other club? Like everyone, you got the Jacks and whoever else. What other club in our position, fighting for our lives in the Premier League, wouldn't be holding the same thing? The if we just
the other thing I look at, Ross, is if he was our player, then surely he was fucking insured.
Yeah.
There you go.
You wouldn't register a car without it being insured, would you? So surely if he was our player, where's the insurance then? Where's the insurance?
Should pay for it. Yeah.
And we should have been more firm with Sala, saying when he turned down Newcastle, I don't care. We paid 50 million for you. You're going up to Newcastle, and you're our player, and you're going up to Newcastle.
He's our player. You do what you're fucking told. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, we paid all this money for you. You're going up there, whether you like it or not. Not letting him go off and do.
Our club is a bit soft as shit, as you can see with Mendez-Laing. I mean, he fails one test, and they cut it up as a fucking asthma test. So
and that's why he wasn't playing as well, because he was taking the wrong medication or something.
And he failed his first test.
No wonder he was running so. No wonder he could run so fast when he taking coke before the game. No wonder.